Finally, we have the Spider Man movie that we deserve and need. Homecoming released a few days ago, and here's our review about the film. This video will focus on the following positive and negative aspects of Homecoming and the overall review of it. Watch out, mild spoilers ahead.
Before we start into the video, here's a response to the people who post comments in posts like this. What the hell is wrong with you people? This is the most accurate version of Spider-Man we have got till date. And you're concerned with where the web fluid comes out and why he cracks jokes? Seriously? For idiots like you, there are devices which may add up a bit on your GK. They're called comic books. Get one and read it. Don't go out on a spree of spreading your bullshit to others. You guys are dumber than a bag of rock shit by the thing. Now that we're done with it, let's proceed with the review of the movie. The movie is great. It delivers one of the best villains in the MCU. Watch as Batman, Michael Keaton, steps into the claws of the Vulture and nails the purpose behind him being a villain. For the first time, audience connect with the villain as much as they do with the hero. The Vulture is a Marvel lover's trump card for being the best villain in town after Loki. Don't anyone dare bring up Ares. The guy was a mess. Speaking of villains, I'm sure someone up there runs a zoo of Spider-Man villains. Vulture? Rhino? White Ape? We'll probably get a lizard in the next movie. Oh, wait. The movie is very well directed and gives a fresh look and perspective to the life of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. It moves on in an uniform pace and the jokes are well placed. Well, this is not exactly the case for every Marvel movies. Ant-Man 3. The movie has made good use of Tom Holland's age and acting skills. The actors have given their best to the movie and we can't really complain. And the best positive aspect of it all? No more Uncle Ben getting shot. Poor guy. The movie comes with a pre-dead uncle and a responsible nephew. And bonus, no talks about great power and great responsibility. Okay, enough praising the film. Now it's time for the negative aspects. When the trailers and the promos released, you were sure that the story was told and nothing new could be offered by the film. Guess what? You were right. The film makes you feel for giving out spoilers, but you can't because there aren't any. Yeah, pretty bad, right? Why would you want to go and watch a movie if the plot was revealed in the trailer? And come on, Pepper returning is not a spoiler. It was obvious, right? I mean, oh, spoiler like non-spoiler. And the film gets away with one of the lamest twists ever, but managed to back it up because Michael Keaton. The bad guy is the hero's girlfriend's father. Who knew that, right? Haven't seen this anywhere, like anywhere. And we have the trump card that beats all of the above. You cringed when you saw Tony hitting on Aunt May and telling Peter how hot she is. Prepare to sit to a 2.5 hour movie with strangers doing the same. All of this in front of Peter. Come on, guys, it's not cool. So, the movie is worth the wait and expectations. An easy 9 out of 10 for this. Summing it up, pretty good movie, a complete entertainer. And just sit through the post-credit scene. Patience is the keyword.